The best hedge against inflation is your house. Real estate, certainly your house, though. And Mary Hampton, who's we're big fans of here. She's a realtor up in I want to say Westport, Connecticut. She had written this blog post, "Hedge Against Inflation with these 3 real estate investment types." We know what inflation is, so we're not going to talk about that. Real estate, a proven hedge against inflation. Stocks, people invest in stocks as a primary inflation hedge. However, the stock market become volatile 100%. During inflationary times, not as we've seen in recent months, but we've seen the stock market not keep up with inflation from 66 to 82 for sure. Commodities, that's fine, I get no problem with that. Inflation index bonds, maybe. Real estate. Real estate prices across the board tend to rise along with inflation, and sometimes faster, which I'll show you here in just a second. That's one of the reasons demand for real estate is soaring. I completely agree. Huge demand, low supply, you get a big increase. Is it a bubble? I don't think so. We believe that real estate is the best hedge against inflation. Owning real estate does more than protect your wealth. It can actually make you money. For example, home prices rose 17% from 2020 to 2021, 10% ahead of the inflation that occurred in the same time frame. That's just dumb. Don't follow that. That's a short-term thing. That doesn't mean anything. Stocks did even better. So that's not a good argument to make. Plus, certain types of real estate investments can help you generate a stream of passive income. And they talk about your primary residence, your long-term rentals, short-term rentals. All right. I'll put a link to the show notes for this. Look, for me, I'm just paying down my mortgage. That's my hedge against inflation. So, if you want to get in long-term rentals, I've had people on both sides of that equation. Some don't want to ever touch it again. Some are making good money, man, without much effort. So, I don't know. That's not an area I'm an expert in. I'm kind of lazy, so that just sounds like more of a hassle for me than it's worth. But I get it. All right, so let's go to this right here. Here's from the Fed. All right, the Federal Reserve Economic Data, maybe? Is that what's called? Yeah, Federal Reserve Economic Data at St. Louis. We're looking at all transaction house prices for Georgia. We're just going to start with Georgia because that's where I'm at right now. And you'll see back in 1975 is basically 74, and I think 1980 is 100. So we're keeping it in same dollar terms. All right, so we got 74 in 1975, and then we go down to right now at the end of Q4 2021, we're at 500. So we take our trusty calculator and we just do very simple. We take 74 and we do plus minus. All right, plus minus present value, no payments. We do 500 future value. 74 now is what, 46? 47 years. At 47N, we compute. We can compute interest rate. I screwed that up. Hold on just a second. So I can't remember what we had. We had 74, 500. 47 is our N, 0 payment, compute interest rate, and we got 4.14. So 4.14 is what we've averaged on for real estate going back to 1974. All right, so that's basically beat inflation since then. 100%. Has it made you a ton of money? No, but it's beat inflation. Absolutely. No, there's no two ways around that. Now, you can say, well, stocks, yeah, I get it. Stocks from 1974 to now have smoked that. 100% I get that. But you still need a place to live. And this is what just drives me up the wall. You still got to live someplace. And I've said the imputed income of having a house means you don't have rent payment to pay. Now, we're going to look at my man, Don't Quit Your Day Job, which I so love this guy's. This guy, whoever does this is freaking fantastic. I love it. And what we're going to see is I put into Atlanta Sandy Springs. We went back to 1975. The initial house buy price was $35,000 as the median, and now the sale price at the end of May is $255,000. We didn't take a mortgage. We simply had we paid everything. We just took no mortgage. All right, so just as an FYI. So we bought the house for $35,000. In 1975 dollars, we sold the house in 2021 dollars for $255. We didn't take any mortgage. We've averaged our inflation-adjusted real estate return is negative. It's basically even Steven. So our annualized real estate return is 2.62, going back from 1975 to now. Now to 2021. There's a couple of things here. Is that at the end of the day, we've gone beyond 2000, May of 2021. We're into we have at least data from Q4 2021, which is even higher than this, for sure. And then we only started in 1975. Either way, so average annual real estate return, and I want to show you what this means here. Basically, it equaled inflation. Negative. It's not 1% negative. It's literally one. I don't even know what that is. 1/10 of 1%, something like that. So basically, kept up with inflation. Now let's show you the cash flow. So we're going to show you the table. This is where you got to look at. You can't just look at price. You got to look at taxes. All right. So we got buying fees. We paid a 1% buying fee. We have property tax, homeowners insurance, and all that stuff. So you have costs that go with owning a piece of real estate. And when you factor in the cost, basically your real estate has kept up with inflation. It's just a fact, man. And if we go to now, we're at, we'll say 300,000 or something like that. And we go to, let's see if we can go to 1231. Let's see if it lets us do this. I don't know. Blink. And we're going to hit calculate. Yeah, so there you go. It's even better. Now, it's not great, but it's better. And you still need a place to live, if that makes sense. Let's go to, we'll say 34,000 in 1974. All right, we'll go calculate. And again, we're basically tracking. See that? I mean, you gotta have a place to live, man. You didn't make any money, but you didn't lose money, and you kept your house with a mortgage with a roof over your head. Something to be said about real estate, man. It's a very safe bet. You're not gonna make a killing. I'm gonna do another video too here on real estate, because I think if you're thinking about investing versus paying down your debt, I think you might want to rethink this some. All right, we'll see you. Love to hear your thoughts.